Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. Man, I got quite a few folks leaving comments already. Good morning. Let's see here. Good morning, Tony, coming in from Florida. Let's see. Question of the day is what motivates you to persist despite obstacles? Thank you, Pepper, for putting that up. But let's see here. Good morning, Tony, coming in from Florida. Tony says, "My love of life keeps me motivated to persist despite obstacles." That's a great reason.
I like that.
That's a great reason. Yeah, love of life is a beautiful thing.
Mhm.
Good morning, Lauren from Perry, Georgia, en route to Florida. Wonderful. Safe travels to Florida. I'm sure you're probably going to see Robert, so go say hello to him. Good morning, John L. coming in from Arizona. Enjoying a 50-degree morning, you lucky dog. Wish I was enjoying one of those. Good morning, Shauna. She said the kid has been my reason since day one. Before that, who knows? Yeah, kids will do that to a lot of people. I know that. I know I'm expecting one of those, and well, they say life changes completely, and I have no doubt about that. It's already changed quite a bit. This house is full of more kid stuff than me stuff. Like this kid has more things, way more things than I've ever had myself.
An entire like alcove full of baby things, under the bed full of baby things, under my desk full of baby things.
Baby things everywhere.
Baby things filling up
And now,
storage.
yep, and now Pepper and I are like, okay, pretty soon we're gonna have to start thinking about like crib mattress, car seat, stroller. Oh my gosh, we got some things that we're gonna have to be thinking about soon. Okay, so anyway, good morning, Jan, coming in from South Padre Island in Texas, watching them rockets go off. I'm sure. Let's see. Let's see. So, good morning, Dan, coming in from Buford. He says, "I persist because life is good." Amen to that. Jan says, I persist despite obstacles by staying aligned with myself and my truths. Everything in me is always working out for me. My job is to stay balanced so I am prepared to receive all the surprises and delights in this life journey, or all the delights that this life journey has in store for me. What a beautiful sentiment there, Jan. Let's see here. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Shauna. I do sound so much better. Of course, I'm definitely keeping myself well hydrated, but definitely today was the first morning when I woke up and I was like, "Huh, half of my throat actually feels normal. Yay!" The other half still kind of feels constricted. Good morning. Good morning, Susan. Wonderful to see you here today. Let's see here. Lauren says my daughters keep me motivated, and I'm sure that they do, Lauren. All right. So, thank you guys for checking in on my health. Indeed, I am definitely feeling better. Hydration is sexy. I'm doing it in my incredible Scorpio mug here, or Scorpio cup. I totally got it at an office giveaway. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can barely see it myself. But anyway, I am feeling quite a bit better. Thank you so much for your kind consideration. Yeah, let's see what Pepper has in store for us today. I'm going to pull this card that Pepper has selected for us. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we do that, we are building into our own lives. We are switching up our own understanding, and we are giving ourselves the ammunition that we need in order to live life to the fullest. So let's have some fun. Let's pull a card and say that today I am balanced. And the bread is balanced, like somebody stacked a stone. I am balanced. I center my mind and body. So I am balanced. I center my mind and body. Are you balanced? You are balanced. You center your mind and body. I'm going to write that down in the comments, and I encourage you to do the same thing. I write down that I center my mind and body. And as I wrote that down, I was kind of thinking about and when we are when we are balanced, the concept of being balanced and the concept of being centered are very similar concepts. If you ever balanced anything, the goal of balancing something is just to keep the center of to keep the center of gravity underneath of the center of mass. When I was younger, I studied circus arts, and one of the things that I could do was spin plates on top of like dowels that I was balancing on my hand. And one of the ways to balance anything that's long and skinny on your hand is to look at the top and then feel the way that it feels on your hand on the bottom. And so as I was spinning, I'd start getting the plates spinning, and then as I got the plates spinning, I'd put them on top of like a long stick, and then I would put the stick in the palm of my hand. And the goal was to keep the palm of my hand underneath of wherever the top of the stick was going. So it wasn't about trying to control the top of the stick because I had no control over where the top was. That was just kind of gonna fall which direction it wanted to fall. My goal was to just kind of like keep my hand in such a way that I was always in the process of catching it, and in that way I could keep plates spinning. Well, I mean, pretty much indefinitely when I got good at it. But anyways, and balance centering is something that we do with our mind and our body both. And so when we center our mind and we center our body, uh, in this case, centering is really about focus. It's about focusing our mind where it ought to be, instead of focusing on things that we do not want, focusing on things that we do want, focusing on things that we do desire, as opposed to focusing on things that we do not desire. I have a word for focusing on things that we don't desire. I call it miscreation. And that is when we are creating things in our minds. We're creating thought forms, because everything first exists as a thought before it ever exists in our reality. But we're creating thought forms that we do not want, that we do not desire. That's called miscreation. And so being balanced is about making sure that we are creating good things. It's making sure that we are that the stuff that we are forming in our minds is stuff that we actually desire to have happen in the real world. And so I am balanced. I center my mind and my body. And I center my mind and my body through various rituals that I do, although not not quite recently because I haven't been feeling good. But rituals like journaling, rituals like praying, meditating, and deep breathing, rituals like just making sure that I have my morning tea, things that really remind me about what's important, things that help me to have a bit of a ritualization in my life, so that my brain knows what to expect. And let me tell you, when my brain knows what to expect, it helps me to have an even better experience, because it gives me a little bit of predictability in an otherwise unpredictable world. One thing that we can say about things that are balanced is that they are predictable. When something is balanced, we know it's not going to fly one direction or the other direction. We know that what it's going to really do is that it's going to be very stable. It's just going to sit there. And so consequently, when we have balanced the things in our lives, our life priorities, when we have balanced our the competing obligations that we have, when we balance the thoughts that are trying to pull our brains in every different direction, it gives us a tremendous sense of stability. And from that stability, from that balanced location, we can move in any direction we choose. When I was younger, I did martial arts, and martial arts is very much about balance. It's very much about being able to move, with equal force in any direction as necessary. Because if you've ever been in a fight, or if you've ever been in a sparring match, you know that you have to deal with a lot of unpredictability. And so when I would do some sparring with the people who are also in these classes with me, of course, every one of them had their own unique style of combat. And even though we were all using essentially the same moves, even though we all had the same training, it wasn't often the strongest person that won. It wasn't often the fastest person that won. The person who won the bout was usually the one who was able to most effectively counter whatever it was that their opponent was throwing at them. And by doing that, by being balanced, was tremendously valuable, because half of winning a fight is just not getting punched in the face. Because boy, I think Mike Tyson said it. He said everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. It's very true. I have experienced this. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, that, the other thing. I'm get punched in the face. Let me tell you, instinct takes right over. Um, anyway, I don't really do combat sports anymore. I've discovered that I don't like getting punched in the face. But when I was younger, it was definitely a very good thing for me to teach me discipline, and certainly there's a motivation to be good at it, because, well, it hurts to not be good at stuff like that. Anyway, I am balanced today. I center my mind and my body, and today it's so funny. I'm actually going to be going to a place called Balanced Bodies, over to go and over with Pepper. We're going to go get her some vitamin infusions over at Balanced Bodies, my friend Wendy's Med Spa, and
Go see Wendy and Olivia. They're amazing.
there you go. Free plug for Wendy and Olivia on the wake up call. Wait a minute, free? I'm just going to send them a bill. Not really.
I charge $500 per shout.
Oh man, she's an influencer now. She charges $500 for a shout out. But anyways, we're gonna. It's so interesting. It's a great card to come up with today because we're gonna go to a place called Balanced Bodies, and they're yeah they're the way that they do business, or I should say, the whole core of their business is to keep everything in balance, and to just kind of like keep everything, all of the hormones in check, and all of the keep all of the chemicals in check. And we went there for testing for Pepper so that she could figure out what kind of vitamin deficiencies she had, so that she could have a healthier pregnancy.
Spoiler alert, it's a lot.
Spoiler alert, there's a bunch of them. Spoiler alert, we go regularly so she can get a vitamin shot in the ass. And spoiler alert, her body looks amazing afterwards. So, and she feels more amazing too. And let me tell you, I very much appreciate just how much more balanced she is emotionally, mentally, after having these vitamins that she was missing. I was like, thank you, Jesus. She's sticking out her tongue, but I can't see it.
I'll get you later, don't worry.
Anyways, so I am balanced today. You're balanced as well. We're going to center our minds, center our bodies. This practice right here, this practice of the wake up call, is very much a balancing, centering practice for me. And so I'm excited to continue sharing it every day. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. We'll come up with another one of these. Thank you, Pepper, for making yet another card. It's very obvious that bread is the theme of the week. So we're gonna see where she comes up, or what she comes up with next. I love you. I care about you. I think you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to everybody who has come by to the wake up call today. So once again, thank you, Tony. And good morning to Lauren, John L, and Shauna. Let's see here, Dan, and let's see, Jan, and let's see, good morning, Susan, and let's see who else has come over here, Lauren, and let's see here. Susan says I am balanced. My therapist said so. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that your therapist is saying you're on a good track there, Susan. Let's see here. Yeah, Dan was listening to the right, but he's all good now. Let's see. Aw.
I tend to lean a little bit like all over the place myself, so I get it, Dan.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
My alignment's off at
times. Yeah, her alignment's off at times, but don't worry, more vitamins is helping her out with that. Shauna says, Caitlin Roy, you are brilliant. Hey, Pepper, you are brilliant.
You are brilliant too, Shauna.
And let's see. Jan says, being balanced and centered in my own bubble is one of my personal focuses, and it is a good one. Good morning, Josiah. Josiah's shown up. Josiah says, I am balanced. I center my mind and body in all the right positions. I'll bet you do, Josiah. Have fun with that. I'll let you balance your body and your mind in all the right positions with somebody else. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Jan says, yes, I get what I look for. Look for the problems. I find them. Look for solutions. I find them. The key to my finding is my choice of looking. Oh, that's so great. Let's see. And Shauna says, if it's difficult to think of what you want, start by thinking about what you want for other folks. Sparks the imagination. I like that. That's a great tool there, Shauna.
That is wonderful.
All right. Let's see here. Dan says, I don't like to get hit in the face, so I retired. That's corporate life in a nutshell, ain't it?
Just what sort of office job were you working there, Dan?
Dan was doing chess boxing. That was his thing. Play chess box. That's how he's smart. That's how he's a lover and a fighter. Let's see. Good morning, Lane. Wonderful to see you here today. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope that you have a great day as well, Lane. And Tony says, give us this day our daily bread. Well, here's some of it. Or also, man does not live on bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the Father. There's another one about bread. I know my Bible verses about bread. There's a lot of them. Let's see here. Uh, let's see here. Uh, and Jan is responding to Wendy Skinner. Is Wendy here? I didn't see Wendy leave a comment. Maybe I missed you, Wendy. But if you're here, Wendy, we love you. I'll give you a call, but we'd like to stop in for a vitamin shot today. So if you're watching this, this is how we do that. Oh yeah, Wendy says I am here and I'm balanced. Indeed, you are balanced, Wendy. We're coming by with a bill for the shout out for shouting out Balanced Bodies Dawsonville. Pepper says she charges $500 for a shout out on the wake up call.
For Wendy, though, free.
Ah, for Wendy, it's free. Okay then. Good morning, Armando. Wonderful to see you here today. But anyways, we are balanced today, and we're going to continue to be balanced. And thank you guys so much for the well wishes for my health. Today was the first day that I finally woke up feeling like a human being again. That thing knocked me out for like 6 days. That was brutal.
You were in bed, just
I
sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. And this is not a man that typically stays in bed and sleeps all day. He was out.
Yeah, I am not. I feel like life is for living, but let me tell you, that sickness was like, this is nap time, Paul. Go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. We'll come up with some more of these. And thank you again to Pepper for putting all this stuff together. Your daily reminder, I love you. I care about you. I think that you're amazing. I'm excited to continue to explore all this stuff with you. And I will talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, aloha from paradise.